Our cities of Albany, Troy, and Schenectady are not unlike hundreds of industrial era cities that have lost population, lost jobs. We are peppered with vacant buildings, and they're vacant for all sorts of reasons, a myriad of reasons. Breathing Lights, aside from being just really a beautiful, beautiful experience, is meant to be a transformative experience.
So imagine you're driving down a street and all of a sudden out of the corner of your eye, you see a light, the entire facade of a building kind of increasing in intensity. And then you drive a little bit further and you see another and it's decreasing. And finally you're at a stoplight or you're walking down the street and you notice that this entire building is breathing light in and out very gently, as if it's its own organism, it's its own being. So as opposed to creating an art project in which people have to go to one location to see, Breathing Lights is a project in which it's dispersed throughout 3 cities so that people are literally living around it or commuting through it. And unlike something that just happens over the course of a weekend, this is going to be taking place for 2 to 3 months so that people get used to it and are actually living amongst it.
There are literally thousands of these buildings vacant and abandoned in various states. But when we map them, we see there are areas of concentration. We are not known for a strong public arts movement, but the arts are being used very strategically and wonderfully by creative centers in communities, whether they are after-school clubs or youth media groups. There are hubs of creativity within each of these very distressed communities.
The great part about living in the area that we do, it being the region that invented the light bulb, we went to the people that invented the light bulb. We went to GE. Also, with the help of the Lighting Research Center at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, we're figuring out exactly how to implement a lighting component that's modular, that can be scaled in whatever way we need to be able to put in these buildings. They're running the project through a series of tests and creating a full-scale replica of the project right now so that we can figure out exactly the best way that this can be implemented.
This project really hopes to focus some attention, some light on the problem of vacancy and abandonment, and to generate the conversation, to bring the conversation to a meaningful level where not only are the policymakers and the urban planners talking about, what can we do about this, but the community that lives within these neighborhoods, lives with these buildings, gets to talk about where they're coming from and what are their hopes.
At its core, Breathing Lights is a local project. From the artists to the architects, the managers, the board, the designers, all the companies and organizations involved all live and work within the Capital Region. Anyone seeing it will be captivated by it, even before they know exactly why it's there.
We have a lot of momentum here in the Capital Region, a lot of people working very hard to support that trend, to promote how livable our cities are. But we still have these pockets of darkness, these neighborhoods that are severely distressed.
I can't help but think Breathing Lights is just going to be so important, not only to the morale of the area, but also to really help kickstart the creative economy.
I've renovated a vacant building, taken it down to the bones and brought it back up. And I know what impact that has on a neighborhood. And I did it because I saw somebody else do it. And there are people who have this energy, people who have the inspiration, the desire to put down roots in a community. And we need to help these communities reach those people.